The freezing December wind howled through the cracks of Lily Hart's tiny trailer as she curled deeper into her threadbare blanket, clutching a steaming mug of instant coffee. At 19, she'd grown used to making do with what little she had, working double shifts at the diner just to keep her heat on and her little brother in school. Outside, snow fell thick and fast, blanketing the trailer park in silence. That's when she heard it, a faint knock at the door. Lily frowned. Who would come here, at this hour, in this weather? She opened the door just a crack and saw a tall man holding the hand of a sleepy little boy. Both of them were soaked, shivering, and clearly lost. The man's eyes, a piercing blue, met hers. "Please," he said, voice cracking. "Our car broke down on the highway. There's nowhere open, and my boy," he glanced down at the boy's flushed cheeks. "He's burning up. Just for the night. We'll be gone by morning. I'll pay you whatever you want." Lily's first instinct was to say no. She didn't even have enough food for herself, let alone strangers. But then she looked at the boy, maybe 6 years old, his thin jacket no match for the blizzard. "Come in," she said softly. The man exhaled in relief and quickly led the boy inside. Lily found herself fussing over the child, making him tea, bundling him in blankets, while the man watched silently. She noticed his expensive shoes, his polished watch, though both were scuffed and wet now, and wondered what kind of man traveled in a snowstorm with a sick kid and no plan. "My name's Jack," he said finally, as she knelt by the boy. "This is Ethan." "Thank you, you didn't have to do this." "Lily," she replied simply, pouring him a mug of coffee. That night, she gave up her own bed and slept on the couch. She woke once in the middle of the night to check on Ethan, only to find Jack sitting at the little kitchen table, his face buried in his hands. "You okay?" she asked softly. He looked up, startled, then offered her a tired smile. "I will be. You've already done more for us than I can ever repay." By morning, the storm had passed, the sun glinting off drifts of snow. Jack and Ethan stood by the door, bundled up and ready to go. Jack pulled a thick wallet from his coat and started to count out bills, but Lily put her hand over his. "I don't want your money," she said gently. "I just hope you both stay safe." For a moment, Jack just stared at her, a strange expression crossing his face. Then he nodded, his eyes shining. You don't know what you just did for me," he murmured, almost to himself. He and Ethan left soon after, leaving behind nothing but a faint warmth in the trailer, and a note, scribbled on a napkin, that simply read, "Thank you for seeing us when no one else did." 3 days later, Lily was finishing her shift at the diner when a black SUV pulled up outside. The door swung open, and there was Jack, dressed sharply in a tailored suit now, Ethan at his side, grinning ear to ear. "Lily Hart," he said, stepping inside. She froze, wiping her hands on her apron. "Jack. What are you?" He held up a hand and smiled. "My full name is Jack Morgan. CEO of Morgan Tech. I was testing something that night. My own faith, I suppose. I'd lost hope in people. But then you opened your door to me. To us. No questions. No judgment. You reminded me what kindness looks like." Lily felt her knees go weak. She'd heard of Jack Morgan, his company was one of the biggest in the state. Jack continued, "So now I'm here to tell you, you'll never have to worry about heat, or food, or anything else again. Your debts are paid. Your brother's education is covered. And if you'd like, there's a position waiting for you at Morgan Tech." Tears welled up in Lily's eyes. "I don't know what to say," she whispered. Jack smiled warmly. "Just say you'll keep being you. The world needs more hearts like yours." That night, as she walked home in the crisp winter air, knowing she and her brother would never go cold or hungry again, Lily glanced up at the stars and thought of Jack's words. She realized something she'd never dared believe before: kindness isn't just something you give away. It comes back to you, bigger and brighter than you ever imagined. And for the first time in years, Lily allowed herself to dream. Even the smallest act of kindness can change a life, and sometimes, it changes too.